Good morning and welcome. It is Friday, the 2nd of September. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, coming up today, we've got review of yesterday. We've got today's bets, and I've done it as a 3/4 stake day, so I've done it as a £15 day. There were some big fields, but I didn't like a lot, and I wasn't gonna kind of double them up just for the sake of it. So I've got two bets, £15. I've got one UK based Lucky 15, and I've got one Irish based Canadian bet, which I can't remember if I've ever done it on the channel before. It's a type of bet I do a lot off the channel, but not on the channel much. And I'll kind of explain that, and then we'll have a word on the golf. Okay, so how did we do yesterday? We didn't quite get there. We fell a little bit short. It started off badly. It got better as the day went on, but not quite there. But I do think that from what Mark told me on the comments yesterday, if you bet online with Hills, it paid out on Pockley 5th place. So no one ever said that, but he got paid out on Pockley, and if therefore made a profit on the day. Odds Checker doesn't seem to say that, but if he's paid out, it's got paid out. So if you were online with Hills, you may well have won yesterday. So if anyone else did do that, then let me know. What do we have? Well, this bet was a bit pants. The first two were poor. Name's Jock. I mean, if you watch that race, it gave about a mile at the start and couldn't quite make up the ground. Dixon Line was third, drifted to 18-1, and it was best price guarantee race. So it was a few pence back on that one on bet one. And then this one, I was really disappointed with Hyana. I really like that horse, and I thought it would run a lot better than it did. Sound of Iona just got done by a head. Life on the Rocks was actually a bit poor, and Akil ran a great race, was third. So it was a place double only on that one on bet two. Then bet three, there was nothing return on there unless you were Hills online. Then in theory you got a place double on that one. And then all my papers. Oh dearie me, right, and then this one we managed to hit a place treble. Sound of Iona, Cockalorum and Akil, so that was a place treble, and it could have been two place trebles if you've got Pockley with Hills. And then bet five just had one place each way double with Cockalorum and Akil. So I got it as 20 on 1860, but I'm conscious that all the horses that placed all were backed in, and so I probably imagine, unless you bet Hills online, you wouldn't have probably got a better return than that. I would imagine most people are about £1 or £2 short of that. So small loss day. We're now sort of round about nearly a stake and a half down for the week heading into this Friday. So we've got a bit of work to do to turn it around, but as we all know, it can turn on a sixpence quite easily. So what's happening today? I've got this Lucky 15. This is my UK Lucky 15. I've literally got one horse from each meeting today. So we're starting off the 338 Haydock Tilia Cordata, 28-1. Then going on to the 455 Ascot Cordaeus Sangarius, 28-1. I'm testing my names here. 506 Newcastle, Early Morning Dew, 14-1. Finishing off 650 at Kempton, Limelight at 7-1. Straightforward, 20p each way, Lucky 15. Standard kind of bet for the channel. That is £6. It's a Sky advisory because I'm saying that because they are 4 places on those two races. So these two races are standard terms. There's no extra places for any bookie. These two are 4 places on Sky. On that top one, you can get 4 with quite a few bookies, including ones that will pay bog like 365 and Coral. On the 455, you can get it. You can get 4 places on Betfred, but Betfred aren't paying 4 on there. So I'm saying 365 Coral and Betfred are next best. Sky is preferable because you're going to get bog on those anyway, and you've got the extra place on both of those, and I think it might be useful. So I'm advising it is Sky. If you've not got Sky, there's a few choices to be made there on that one. So that is bet one. And then the other bet is this one. So I've done a Canadian. So a Canadian basically is each way doubles, trebles, accumulators. It's like a lucky 31 without singles is the easiest way to explain it. So lucky 31, no singles. And I've done it for two reasons. One, so I could fit the stake. I didn't want to do a full day stake with what I got today. So I've done it so I can do that. But also from a price point of view, most of these horses are not worth backing as singles. So the lucky 31s and the lucky 15s are useful bets, particularly if you're using things like Sky or Betfred where you get a bonus. But for this sort of bet, it was where I was fitting. So if you want to do a lucky 31 because that's what you normally do, that's absolutely fine. From the channel point of view, basically, yeah, if you've got a winner, you're going to get double. You'll get double return for a single, but it's not going to be exactly a huge payout. So I fitted it in, and I've done a single on the big price. So hopefully that makes sense. So outside of the channel, I do a lot of Canadian type bets. So outside the channel, if I'm not using a Sky Bet account, then actually, if you're not worried about bonuses, it's quite a good bet. If you then you're sacrificing the singles and you're going straight in because it's only 26 bets in essence, as opposed to a lucky 31 is 31 bets. Hopefully that makes sense. Sky advisory on this one because the top two are similar with all bookies. They're both 5 at the moment, but then the next ones down are almost I think an extra place with each of them on Sky Bet. So I'm advising it with Sky, but the prices aren't the best. 6 o'clock Kilbeggan, back the West, 13-2. 6:10 Down Royal, Yenilick, which we took last time, 40-1. It's 50s with Bet365. Same place terms, so definitely the single is worth putting on it with Bet365. 6:40 Down Royal, Black Castle Storm, 10-1. 7 o'clock Kilbeggan, Jack Hackett, 8-1, and then the 7:10 Down Royal, Chateau Moussoir, which we've taken before, 9-1. So 16p each way Canadian. So each way doubles, trebles, fourfold, and the accumulator. That makes £8.32, and then the leftover 34p each way single going on to Yenilick, making up a £9 bet. That is what we've got. All right. Any questions? As always, put it in the comments. Quick word on the golf. If Flash Score's working, because it's been a bit up and down today. Where have we got to? So we'll start with the Corn Ferry because that we've done round one. And Gomez and Van der Vault did okay. They started off really nicely, but ended up sort of okay. But they're thereabouts. And then Norlander not so good, but not too far away. That was a worry at the moment. Then in the Maiden Himmerland, as far as the lucky, no, it's lucky, it's a Trixie bet. Kjelson's doing really well. It's currently 8 under on was he? Yeah, 8 under, tied 6th. And then Drysdale needs to have a bit of a work on today. Unfortunately, it does look like it's a tournament where the Scottish players are performing particularly well. So although Drysdale played well yesterday, a lot more other Scottish players did even better. And then Brandon Stone was the one that let it down yesterday. He's putting in a shift today. He's 4 under for the day, but yesterday he hit 5 over. So yeah, it's not looking like he's going to make the cut. And then as far as outright market there, we've got McGlotsy and Horsey who are out at the moment, who are trying to improve. At the moment, it looks like they are going to be touch and go to make the cut. So we really, really want to get at least one of them making the cut to make it interesting for any double combinations. Overall, I would say, yeah, we're not in a brilliant place with the golf, but it's not all lost yet, so we'll see how we go. Okie doke. That's for today. As far as tomorrow goes, it's looking quite promising at the moment, the way that field sizes are shaping up across the board. So we might have some interesting things to have a go at tomorrow. So it is looking okay. Sunday looking like it's going to be definitely very quiet. The only meetings in the UK are York and Fontwell. No Irish meetings. I will be having a little look on the continent as I do on a Sunday. But yeah, Fontwell doesn't look the best. The York meeting looks like it's got some good field sizes, but you know, everybody who followed the bets on the Ebor Festival will be delighted that York's back on for this channel. So yeah, there could be a couple of good races at York, but we'll wait and see. But I'm imagining tomorrow's going to be a good day, and we'll probably be going more than normal stake. Sunday is very, very likely to be a smaller stake day. All right, that is me. I'll leave it there. I will see you in the morning for whatever Bonanza Saturday is coming our way. Enjoy Friday. I'll see you Saturday. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.